morning. Welcome to another episode of turning my apartment into my Pinterest board. This is some of my Pinterest inspiration. There's a lot of black and white as a base, and I'm thinking of using the decor and accessories and things like cushions to bring a bit more color and interest into our apartment. And the first thing that we're gonna do today is go straight to HomeGoods. I love a good HomeGoods browse. It's just a fun activity, and I feel like it's a great way to get a lot of inspiration. So we're gonna go do that, and then when we come back, we're gonna be able to start planning out some of the other projects for the apartment. I'm going for very comfortable today in my outfit for shopping. I want to be comfortable while I browse. I have my new jockey sweater, my Land's End barn coat, I have my Longchamp tote bag, my Lululemon leggings. I have these little socks that I don't remember where they're from. I think the brand's on the side, Ray or something, that are poking out the top of my winter boots that are from Emu. Keeping it simple and comfy. Let's go. It's so rainy today. I'm lucky I brought my umbrella. It's a nice day to be in HomeGoods, I think. I'm starting right in the pot section because I do need another pot. I think I'm gonna go with this one. It's the right size and it's neutral and it has the base on it. They have so many faux florals, it's actually quite overwhelming. I really love this orchid with the black pot. I think that's super pretty. Unfortunately, this is a set of 3. I want a little fake plant or something to go in the kitchen that just doesn't need light because it's so dark in there. Do you remember me saying I wanted to find a really pretty butter dish? This is kind of in that realm. I knew it would happen. I knew they would bring out some fun ones. These plates are also so beautiful. I am keeping my eyes peeled for serving bowls and platters and things because when we hosted the Super Bowl, I realized I don't have enough serving bowls and I was serving snacks in cake pans. Let's move from the kitchen into the rest of the home decor. Ooh, look at this mirror. That's pretty. Lots of blue stuff, which I really like. I like the outside of this tray. I don't really love the floral on the inside. I like this vase. I think that's a really pretty color. I'm also loving all of the storage boxes, every single one of them. And I like this green stripy one, but it also comes in a blue stripe as well. And it's like a fabric. This one, this like herringbone looking one. Oh, this one with the tassel. So pretty. I like these two. As usual, I've come to the frames to have a look. They don't really have anything silver, but they have a lot of wooden ones. There is this one, but I don't know how I feel about it. If I don't absolutely love something, it's gotta be a no. What do we think of the square? Like, this is actually really pretty. Would a square work somewhere in the silver? Ooh, see? I kinda like this. I'm gonna put it in the trolley and then we can decide at the end. Let's go through the furniture. I like this table. I think that's a really nice design. Look what I just found with the same style legs, sort of. Oh, this is pretty. Hang on. I absolutely love that little ottoman thing that's just right down there. It's so pretty, but it's $100 and I don't even know where I would put it. I don't think I have a space for it, but it's so pretty. You know what else is pretty? This one. I've seen this in the green before, but this blue is stunning and it's a storage ottoman too. I want ottomans. I also love this table. I just can't find a price on it. This is really cool. It's just a plain black frame, but the mat inside it is all the small pictures. I really like that. This mirror is so cool. I can see why it's the price that it is, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's lots of chips out of it, which I wouldn't pay $200 for it if it's got chips out of it, but that is so cool. These could have been cool as lampshades to our wall sconces in the bedroom, except they're the wrong type of lampshade, but I like those. I don't need any of this stuff, but I love it. It's so pretty. I need a new laundry basket and I need one on wheels, but these ones are all cage baskets, I guess. I want something that's solid with wheels. Even these ones up here are all the same. I would love to do the cushions on the couch, but I'd rather get covers than buy an actual whole new pillow, but I do love pillows here. They have really good textures and colors. I like these ones. I don't know what the color is on camera, but it's a very nice soft green and I really like the stripe. At least I can get some inspo. I mean, look, if the perfect pillow showed up, then yeah, I'd get it, but I don't see the perfect pillow. I see a lot of good inspo. I want more blankets. I don't need blankets, but I want them. I really like that one. I'm not going to get it, but it wouldn't be the worst thing if I got more blankets because we use them all the time. I also like this blanket. I like the pattern and the color. It also comes in a gray, blue gray. I don't know. I definitely like that one better. I think that might be it for the day. It might be time to head home. Let's do a haul of the things that I got at HomeGoods. Probably bought more than I wanted to, but I did see someone talking about decorating a home and how it's a lot of trial and error, and the way that she does it is she keeps her receipts, tries things in the space. If it doesn't work, she returns them. So I kind of went in with that intention today. Anyway, first thing that's not really home decor related is I got another Scrub Daddy sponge because I haven't had one in ages and they're actually very, very good. And they're just cheap at HomeGoods. I did also get a pot for one of my plants, which I'm very excited about. So we're gonna repot that plant this afternoon. This one I'm a bit undecided on. I got a serving bowl. It's very pretty. I mentioned while at HomeGoods the last time that we hosted people, I was serving snacks in cake pans because I don't have any serving bowls. And I think it's time that I start maybe collecting some things for hosting because we do intend to host more often. We're having people over tonight, and so I may be able to wash this and use it if we have something to serve in it. Like, this would also be great to serve a salad in. So I need to start working on my servingware and my hosting supplies. The last thing I did end up getting are 2 of the square silver frames. I'm a bit uncertain of these, so I thought I would try them around on the walls, and if they don't work, then I will return them, but I think it's just really pretty. I love silver frames. I think they're so simple. This is also almost like a shadow box. Like, there's actually a gap between the glass and the pictures. And I do have a couple of pictures that would fit this right now that could work. These are all my leftover photos from the different projects. And I have a couple of wedding photos that are the right size. I think it's really pretty. These might work really well on the wall somewhere. They're just such a sleek and clean design. This picture is like the close-up version where it's more focused on the flowers, and then that one's the more zoomed out version. I think they work. I just have to find a spot for them. I usually have this gold mirror up here, but it keeps falling down. I probably just need to get a better hook for it. But I was wondering if these 2 pictures would look better here. Tell me what you think, because if these don't work and I can't find a spot for them, I will return them. But what do we think? It's a bit hard because the light switch is there and they do have to sit a bit higher than the table, but what do we think? Something else that I'm quite sick of here in the foyer are all the paper towels just sitting on top of this cupboard. I've been trying to find a big basket, a woven basket, to be able to hide them in, and every time I go to HomeGoods I look and I couldn't see anything yesterday. But now that I'm looking at the gap behind the cupboard and the distance, there was one that may have fit, and I forgot to measure it, and it's something that I need to do, but I want to get rid of them because they're kind of ugly, and I might actually be able to hide them away in the top of this cupboard because there's not that many left. Turns out I'm not going to be able to get any of those paper towels into that closet. It's too full. I'm going to try the other one. This is my little potting mat that I got from IKEA. It's the best thing to keep all the soil from going everywhere. I don't know if I have enough to pull this off though. This is the little plant that I want to put into this pot. It's been living here on this shell dish on a paper towel. It almost died because it didn't have a proper pot, but I revived it, and now I want to put it in a pot so it looks good and it survives. I do not have enough, but I will get another bag and I can fix it at a later date. You know what else I should get? I should get potting gloves so my hands don't get all dirty. I'm gonna start again. Totally fine. I just need a little bit more soil so I can lift it up about an inch. But for now, it's fine. And then this is just such easy cleanup. I do also keep these old plants in case I want to propagate a plant and then have a little container to put it into. I'm sort of thinking that I should swap these two plants and put this one into the bigger pot, which it looks like it's almost outgrowing it, and then put this one into the little pot because I feel like that would make a little more sense. But I won't do it now. I'll do it when I have the extra bag of potting mix. When I lived in Toronto, I had a plant just like this on my coffee table. So this was kind of my thought process here because I don't always have fresh flowers and these are almost dead anyway. And so if we just pretend the flowers aren't there and I pull back over the marble thing, I put the candle, the silver bowl, and then I have that there, I think it works. It works in place of having fresh flowers, but I will pull this back for now, and then I think maybe in the meantime I can just sit it down here on the floor with this other one that I don't know what to do with, honestly. If you need pots for your plants, I would recommend HomeGoods because I think they're so cheap compared to Amazon. I don't think you can get a small ceramic pot for under $10 on Amazon, but at HomeGoods, that size usually ranges between $5 and $10. So I tend to want more pots from HomeGoods. Obviously at this time of the year where we're going into spring, they have a bigger selection. And I'm now starting to think that maybe I need some other pots for other plants. I love having my plants and I've missed them and I'm so glad that my collection is growing. Anyway, the next thing on my mind is this wall here. I had two prints on this wall. One of them fell down. I don't know why it fell down because this isn't a hot wall. Some of the radiator pipes run through the walls and it makes them hot. And the 3M sticky things sometimes will fall down. I don't know why they fell down from here, but I'm thinking of actually moving these into the bedroom. And I need to, first of all, take down these sticky things, but I want to map out the size of this tapestry from Magnolia Home that could work here. I'm not sure. It's a good price for the size of it, but it would take up this entire wall. I was just looking up the tapestry to get the dimensions to map it out on the wall and it's gone back up in price. It was on sale like 2 days ago. It's still not outrageously expensive for the size of it, but I didn't realize that it was gonna go back up. I thought it was like a clearance, like it's gonna be on sale until they get rid of them type sale, not just a temporary sale. Anyway, I'm gonna map it out. I only have the really large painter's tape. I don't know where the really thin stuff is, but that's fine. And I have the tape measure. That's roughly how wide it is. That's roughly where it would sit. I haven't done a perfect job of measuring it, but it does take up almost the entire wall. It's huge, but I have seen some people with other tapestries from Magnolia Home that take up an entire wall, and it does look very cool. I just don't know if it would be too much for our space. If I move over here and go front on, and then we can just overlay a little picture of it, does it work? Is it too much? Let me know, because I'm undecided because I'm like, do I need a big statement piece here on this wall? In my last turning my apartment into my Pinterest board video, I worked on restaining this piece of furniture and I did such a bad job that it actually looks more like it's painted, which was not the goal. But anyway, it definitely looks a lot better than the light would. Unfortunately, my Valentine's flowers barely lasted a week, which is so sad because I love white and green floral arrangements and I really should have changed the water and stayed on top of it, but this week got away from me a little bit. Very sad. I still think lilies would look really good there. Anyway, we've had a lot of talk lately about this basket here that holds all of our internet and cables and whatnot. So there's 2 boxes and then a whole lot of cables, and I hate it because whenever I walk past, like from this angle, you can just see the mess in there. A few people suggested putting blankets or cushions on there, but unfortunately these boxes run very, very hot hot and I worry that it would become a fire hazard if I did that. But I had a couple of people send me some storage suggestions. Someone suggested a woven cable box of Amazon, and I ended up finding this 2-pack. It comes in 2 different sizes and they're stacked on each other. And the large size is about 16 inches, which is actually a little bit longer than this basket. So I think that will be fine. And then it's about 6.5 inches high and deep. And I think the modem and the internet box, whatever they're called, should fit inside that. This is the one I'm a little worried about because it's so flat, but if I measure it, it could fit flat or standing up in the big box. So maybe a big box, I do this and the power board and all of the cables. And then I need to measure this thing because this thing is massive. So what's the small box? The small box is 5.5 wide and 5.12 high and 12.6 long. This one would actually just fit in the small box. So I could do this one on top and then the rest probably fit into the bottom box. This is the largest box set that I could find. Everything else is slightly smaller. I don't really love the weave on these boxes. I mean, I love this woven pattern. I think it's so pretty, but I do want something that has a lid. So I might take this off out of here and we can do what I did with the wall art and just overlay the picture and see if it works. I just realized there's an extra thing. It's like this huge extra piece, but that should still fit in the big box. And then I was thinking that I could put this basket up on top of that cupboard back there and then put some of those paper towels in there to hide away. I don't know how many I would fit in there, but I feel like that could be a good spot for it. This is such a mess. You can see why I want to hide this all away. Let's see if I can do the front on. We'll pop it in, see how that looks. And then we'll do a little side on shot because I know I can get a picture from here, but let me know what you think. I then worry it will be too much basket down here, as in boxes and boxes and everything's rectangle and square. I don't know. Some other living room updates. I need to put this back in the entryway and just shuffle things around, but I had it on the console table behind me and it's now on the floor. But I'm thinking an ottoman here could actually work, but I would prefer a storage ottoman, I think, because I have blankets that I need to store somewhere, but right now they're just thrown over the back of the reading chair. And then I want to finish styling the TV unit. I have a couple of things up here. I have this green marble tray and then this green book. So that's like a little bit of color symmetry. These shelves are just nothing. I have so much stuff shoved in the back there, so I need to get that styled. And then also clean up this corner because I have the random plants on the floor. And then those leaf things over the back there need to go into storage because they're a very autumn winter type leaf and I won't have them out for spring. I was just having a little look, doing a bit of research, because you know what would be kind of cool would be to recreate that marble mirror from yesterday, the round mirror with the little round marble discs around it. I think you could recreate that for way less than what they were charging for that mirror that was also broken. It was like $200 and something, and I had a chip out of one of the marble discs. There may have been more chips, I just noticed the one at the top, but you could get a very plain and simple round mirror with a wooden frame, and I just had like a really quick look. There's one at Home Depot for $50 something, and then you could get a bunch of round marble coasters and just glue them around the outside. You'd probably spend maybe $100 total for a slightly cheaper looking mirror, but I think if you spend about $150, which is still $100 less than the broken mirror, you'd be able to recreate something with much better quality coasters, and it would actually look pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. It's just this idea I have in my mind because I thought it was a really cool mirror. That would be a really fun DIY, and I'm thinking I could hang it in the bedroom over one of the dressers because there's nothing on the wall. I don't know, I just thought that was a very cool mirror and that would be fun to recreate so that it doesn't have any chips in it. There's a couple of little home things I also need to order. I need to get another harp for this lamp because it's too high. The shade needs to come down about 2 inches. And so I need to put in an order for that. And then I also need to get some more light globes. I use the really little 15 watt ones because they're a very nice soft light that I really like at nighttime. And the one in the corner over there has just died. And so I need one for there, one for this lamp behind me. and I probably should just get a backup because I have a feeling this one will die very soon because I've had this for over a year now and I leave them running almost all the time because I just like to have my lamps on and I never use big lights at nighttime. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed hanging out today and just sort of planning out my living room. Some parts of this series will be doing a lot of projects where there's a full transformation. Other times it's just going to be planning, but I'm just going to take you on the journey of turning my apartment into my Pinterest board, which I am really enjoying this process. So I hope you've enjoyed hanging out today and I will see you on Monday.